Twitch chat Wardog message over. Welcome back, guys, to the first More War Monday, but really it's just more Three Kingdoms Thursday on a different day. How are we doing, guys? I can see there's already David, Sarah and Ryan in the chat. How are we doing, peoples? Ryan, you were definitely not first. Sarah and David were in there before the fucking stream started. David, thank you so much for the 20 bits for More War Monday. They will go straight into the War Fund. Thank you very much. How is everybody's Monday? We've gained a devious attendant. Alrighty, let's do a very, very quick recap since most folks are going to know what's going on, but mostly for the benefit of Sarah, who disappeared towards the end of the last stream, and anybody who is new. We are playing as Zhongjiang. We are, of course, doing a Let's Roleplay campaign with Sponsor and Officer in effect, where you get to choose an officer in the faction and control their destiny, or at least attempt to. You get to pick their skills when they level up, choose their career. Do you want a military or civil officer? Do you want them to kind of help the faction or hinder the faction? And, of course, you get to put your advice in as well when I'm struggling to make decisions. And that is currently still open to viewers, followers, and subs. We are this green blob, and we're at war with the red blobs. They are much bigger than they look. We can only see certain bits of them. We're at war with Gongsun Zan up here in the northeast. Zhongjiang's army is facing down against Gongsun Shu's with Chu Gong and Yin Li. And then in the west, our western army under the command of Zhongjiang's sister Lu Zheng, with her loyal husband and captain Song Chen and Zhu Jun, also in attendance, is facing off against the army of Kong Rong, which is on the Yellow River right now. Literally been staring at your phone, Ryan? Well, you don't need to stare anymore. Imagine streaming what? Hi Tom, welcome to the stream. Tyler's in as well. Alright, time to sponsor some nerd. Excellent. Well, let me just very quickly go through and show you guys who we've got. So far we've got Zhongjiang, obviously not available for sponsorship because she's the faction leader. We've got Yin Li, who is sponsored by Ril, Chu Gong sponsored by Ryan, Lu Zheng sponsored by Sarah, Song Chen sponsored by David, and Shun Yu, who is sponsored by Doomsday. The available three right now are Zhu Jun, Shu Rao, and the mighty Taisha Tse. Don't sponsor Zhu Jun, he's a pain in the ass. Here just to be toxic like normal, Tom? We've got, you know, there's not a lot of toxicity. We could do with a little bit. Little bit of salt, never hurt anybody. Thought that said Yemen, not Yanmen. Yeah, no, it's Yanmen. Which is where Shun Yu is actually the administrator of. He's basically in some kind of exile imposed upon him by Lu Zheng in day 3 in the most recent years. So, we are pretty much at the end of the turn, because I always save at the end of the turn. Zhongjiang's moved too far to fortify. She's revealed Gongsun Shu's army. And Lu Zheng has got some movement left, but not enough to get onto the river and attack Kong Rong. So I think we're in a position to end the turn. We are making -4 food per season and -400 copper per season. We only have a treasury of 100, so after we hit enter we will have 2 turns before we start going bankrupt. Yeah, we're going to have to make some tough decisions here. Forgot that I'd recruited Taisha Tse. Overlay is in the way again. Thank you, David. That's pretty much your dob. That's your dob. That's pretty much your job on these streams, buddy, is to make sure that I don't forget that I'm supposed to be playing with that stream overlay. So now you can see the date and the finances and the food, or lack of. Alright, let's hit enter and get cracking. Kong Rong will sign peace with us for 384 copper. Interesting. I believe everybody gets to put their opinion in, whether you've got an officer sponsored or not. But the people with the most value, the most weight on this decision are going to be Lu Jung and Song Qian, since they're practically like one-on-one with Kong Rong himself. So let's see what we've got. Relay, lol, no, and hashtag nope. Interesting. Should have heard the noises he made when he saw Taishutsu. Yeah. I like getting the guys I know. Alright, well, Lu Jung and Song Qian are both saying no, so they're shutting that down. That's a second Kong Rong army coming up through the pass. Did we just make a bad decision? The Kong Rong Gong Rong? Yep. Yes, thank you, lady. Cao Cao's put Liu Bei and Liu Biao at war. We've earned the rights of Zhou. And we have 2 turns left before we're in the shiz. Kong Rong's second army, led by Kuai Liang, with Kuang Guan and Hu Yue Bao, coming up the pass towards Shihe. And Kong Rong himself with Cai Shun is across the river. That is actually a fording point, so I think you would be able to attack him across that river if you want to have a think on that. I'm going to go back up here and look at Zhongjiang. Right, we need to move forward so we can see Gongsun Shu. 2, 4, 6, 7 archers. 2, 4, 6 G militia with no shields. 2 shock cav. 3 saber militia. What's Dai's garrison like? 1 retinue, 3 archers, saber cavalry. Can we attack Kong Rong before the second army arrives and then leg it? I think typically the way river crossings work is you can get across them, like onto the other bank, in one move. It basically takes all your movement, which means you should be able to attack him. He will probably run away, and if he does, then you're not going to have the movement to chase him immediately. But I can tell you from personal experience that moving around the land here at Anding takes a lot of movement, so I can't imagine he's going to be able to move very far. As for legging it, if you get pulled into pursuing Kong Rong that way, they're probably going to take, if they stay in march stance, they're going to be there within... Well, they're going to be there in 1 turn, but they can't attack while they're in march stance, so within 2 turns they'll be attacking the fishing port. So, let me have a look back over here. I don't think we've got too much of an option, to be perfectly honest. I feel like we've just got to try and pick a fight here, because we financially do not have... Oh, we could try and strike up another trade agreement. Might save us a little bit of cash. Except nobody wants to do that. Nobody even wants to negotiate for it. Do I have any sponsorable peeps, Tyler? Yes. We have 3. I will show you them in detail, but on the broad strokes, it's going to be Shu Rao, Taishutsu, and Ju Jun. Ju Jun is a level 4 legendary vanguard. Legendary as in one of his stats has reached over 100. He is 33 years old. He's a grumpy fucker because he's greedy, feared, and arrogant. And the greedy means that basically he's got increased penalty from desire for higher office. So that minus 54 negative factors is because of the greedy trait. He's a vanguard, so he's good at chopping up troops. Fights with a spear. He's currently the lieutenant in Lu Jung and Song Qian's army in the west. The other 2 are strategist Shu Rao, who is 25, level 1, She's incompetent, disloyal, and arrogant. There's not much else to say about her. She hasn't done very much. And then the last one is level 4, Taishut Tse, legendary character and also unique character. He's from the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel. He does some stuff in the early stages of the novel in fighting for the Han and helping Liu Bei before ending up joining what becomes Wu, and then he fights for Wu for the rest of his life in the story. He is defiant, honourable, intimidating, and one-eyed, apparently. 38 years old. And he's a sentinel. So the sentinels are the guys that are meant to... They're basically the tanks if you play any kind of RPG, MMORPG, stuff like that. Like, they're meant to they're meant to get attacked. They have high defense, they take damage from troops, or less damage from troops. If they fight in a duel, they can win duels, but they're more meant to just occupy the enemy officer in the duel so you can win the battle. That's kind of their role. I'll take Jujun, I'm an asshole. Okido. Excellent. So Tyler's going to sponsor Jujun. So he's going to get to weigh in on some of those decisions going on with Lu Zhong and Song Qian. Right. I'm going to move Zhongjiang right up to the edge of the river and encamp because we can't reach Dai this turn anyway. Which pretty much leaves us with Lu Zhong's army still has movement. Jujun is still unsatisfied. Oh, we could invoke the faction council again. Let's do that. Move any character to the following county. Yeah. Well, that'll happen at some point, I'm sure. Oh, we can actually put taxes up now. It would cost us public order, but it would buy us some time. You would have a rebellion in 3 turns if we did that. Taiyuan would have one in 5 turns. What if we exempted Ye from tax? Yeah, I'm going to do that for at least a turn, I think. Jujun is a ball bag. Alright, Sarah, I think the rest of this turn is Lu Zhong's. What are we doing? I would like to attack Kong Rong's army. I get that that might mean we have to sacrifice the fishing village, but I feel like we need to beat him back a little to make him give us more reasonable peace offering. Makes sense to me. Alright, Lu Zhong with her husband Song Qian and newly sponsored Lieutenant Jujun are going to make a move across the Yellow River. Maybe they're not. It would appear you are unable to do so. What we can do is put you in the river, because you've got 3... Well, to be fair, he could attack you and it would be auto-resolved. But I feel like you'd win, to be honest, even if that happens. So I'm going to put you in the river so that next turn you can get out of the river and attack him. And then that's going to be the end of winter 204 AD. Tom, are you leaving? See you soon, bud. Thank you for stopping by, appreciate it. Liu Bei wants a non-aggression pact and will pay us 987 copper if we give him the rights of Zhou. Interesting offer. Let me just, while you guys mull that over, I'm going to add Tyler to the sponsored officers. And again, sponsor an officer is available for anyone at this time, viewers, followers and subs. Control the career of your chosen officer. Choose their skills when they level up. And give advice to the faction leader as well. And you may switch your sponsored officer at any time. You do immediately forfeit the right to make decisions for the one that you just left. But if you pick somebody and then you spot a new person, maybe they just arrived in the faction, maybe they're just up and coming and you're not, maybe you just want to change things up a bit because you're bored of the one you've got, feel free to let me know and we'll immediately switch you over. But of course you do lose the right to choose for the one you left behind. Money is needed, I'd go for it. From Song Chen. Oh no, Tom, work! Oh! Have a good one, buddy. Hopefully work won't be too bad. Chu Gong saying take it. Lu Jung saying take it. Ju Jun thirsts for blood and plunder. Okay, I don't know whether that's a yes or a no, but it seems everybody else is on board, so we're going to take the deal. Okay, the second army's legged it, and the first army is making a break for it. So Lu Jung's going to have to make another decision. Yuan Shao has died in the spring of 205. That's more or less when Yuan Shao died historically. It's not perfectly clear whether he died sort of 202, 206, somewhere in that first decade of the 200s, and has been succeeded by his son Yuan Tan, who I think historically was the one that succeeded him. Excuse me, Ning! Oh no, why have we got no money? The Pirate of the Bells! That is literally his background, is Pirate of the Bells. Fuck. Yeah, I know you're all gonna immediately say, you can't afford him, Tom, stop looking. I mean, technically we could afford him because we've got 1,000 copper, just saying. Alright, we've got a note on Taishat Sir. He's a little bit grumpy. He's at 20 satisfaction. He has got a -8 lack of purpose and a slight desire for a higher court position. Not quite as bad as Jujun before everybody jumps on me. Jujun's at -54, Taishat Sir's at -18 for that. But it is giving us a warning that he's dropping down into that bracket. I don't even want to know what that clip is. Alright, Sarah, I'll let you have a ponder about your situation. I think Zhongjiang, clever, determined, stubborn, fiery, greedy. Yeah, it's a bit of a reckless move, but she feels like, you know, maybe not a reckless move, but it's certainly a bold move, and she feels like a bold character. I'm gonna put Dai under siege and see what Gongsun Shu does. Well, Zhongjiang is gonna, not me. If you hadn't got Taishat Sir, we could have got the pirate, and he would fit in better with the faction, just saying. I mean, we could still get the pirate. Also, I got the pirate in the first Zhongjiang campaign, and he ended up marrying Zhongjiang. David's shouting no at me, and I don't even know what I've done now. I need to know what Lu Zhong's plan is. She cannot move close enough to Kong Rong. She can get onto the west bank of the Yellow River if she wishes. Or she could push all the way down to the pass to the south where the second army's legged it. At this point she's going to have to make some tough calls. Maybe want to consult with Song Qian and Zhu Jun on what they would like to do. What else have we got going on at this time? We've got a free administrator slot, but only because Shun Yu is still on an assignment. We've unofficially appointed him the administrator of Yanmen. We could also send a spy, but I think, yeah, Shu Rao's the only candidate that we could send. Hold upstream. Husband, what are your thoughts? David's put down the 3 dots, which if you're new here, the 3 dots means you've got something to say, but it might take you a minute or so to get it written, so we won't make any decisions, at least not that affect you. I might, like, have instance moved Zhongzhang's army, but because I know that doesn't particularly affect David, but... Hey Doomsday, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the stream. How's your Monday going? More War Monday! Dear wife, we don't have the strength to chase after the southern army, so I think we should finish crossing to the western side of the river and go with our original plan. What did you miss, Doomsday? Literally 2 turns, I think. Zhongzhang has moved to besiege Dai with Gongsun Shu inside. That's going to be potentially quite tough. Lu Zheng has moved into the Yellow River, and Kong Rong rather has run away. A second Kong Rong army did appear in this pass in Shihe, but then rapidly turned around on the last turn and ran away. And that's pretty much all you've missed. Oh yeah, and Gar Ning's in the recruitment pool and I want him, but nobody will let me buy him because we haven't got any money. I mean, you know. I wonder if anyone would... No, no one will do trade with us yet. Who's Liu Yao under? Wait, what? Oh, he's under Cao Cao. We need to keep our money, not get pirates. Jujun says get him. Onto the river, they haven't turned into fish. Yeah, fair enough, Ryan, that's a fair point. We'll be going with our original plan. Okay, let's get that on the way. So Lu Zheng is going to lock Kong Rong into a pursuit. We are now trespassing on Han Sui's land, but, you know, soz Han Sui, I guess. Alright, that looks like it's going to be the end of the spring turn. We do need to pick a reform. We're not really having corruption problems just yet. Increased public order might not be a bad thing, actually, given that we've raised the taxes. The Child of Heaven holds the fate of the realm in their grasp. Mastery of ceremonies. So, what does that mean in terms of our public order? Taiyuan just bought itself an extra turn by the looks of things. I vote communism. Get the pirate. I want to get the pirate, but they all don't. Plus, I mean, if we do get the pirate, not that it would put us in debt, but we'd only have 800 copper on the next turn. And, you know, I can see why maybe some people might think that that was a bad thing. I personally think we should just grab him. Yeah, Doomsday, the money's not great. Ah, you guys are no fun, it's Gar Ning! It's Gar Ning! Tyler's so down for gardening. No, it's debt. It's not debt. We'd still have 800 copper. God damn it. Alright, we're going to save because it's spring and then we're going to move on. What is the point in being the Bandit Queen when you can't hire the Pirate King? Okay, so this is predicting a valiant defeat. We're outnumbered by 1,300. What's the map look like? It's not fantastic. You would 100% agree if we hadn't got Taishutsu. Fine. I think we can win this. And I know that sounds kinda crazy, because we're outnumbered by 1,300 men. But they've only got one officer, which is Gongsun Shu. His damage is garbage. He does 450 base and 327 AP. We've got Zhong Zhang, who literally does 3.4k AP damage. We've got Chu Gong plus like 100k base, 108k base. Chu Gong, who does 2.1k AP plus 600 base. And then Yin Li, who does a respectable same amount as Gongsun Shu does, basically. Almost all of our melee troops have got shields, which means that their archers are going to be less effective than ours, because most of their army doesn't have shields. They've got 2 strategists that shouldn't be too hard to run off. I mean, it'll get messy for sure, but I think we could win it. And the other thing is, I'm looking at the map. I'm thinking if we withdraw down to the other side of this river and these irrigated fields, as they cross all of this, they're going to get slowed down, which gives our archers even more time to shoot at their unshielded troops. I'm not saying it wouldn't be bloody, because it would definitely be bloody. But I think we'd win. And that's the thing as well, if you've got a plan before the battle starts, that's definitely different. If I was like, let's go fight it and see, like, that's not a good plan. But we have a plan. And I think it's pretty solid. They've got 3 shield units in the main army. And then 3 if you count the cavalry in the reinforcement retinue. So they've got 6 shielded units. They'd have 3 units of cav total. We've only got 2 spears, so protecting the flanks might get a bit dicey. But we have got that extra unit of melee cav that we can sort of throw at them as well. A couple of units in the woods to spring an ambush could start a rout. Starting a chain rout should be our intention. The woods on the left flank, Ryan, or the woods on the right flank? Because I'm going to fight here, not up here. Fighting down here. And we may well be relying on Chu Gong to kill Gongsun Shu, because I doubt he's going to take a duel from Zhong Zhang. He's the 30-year-old faction heir of Gongsun Zan. Left. The only thing that worries me is the infantry captain. I mean, he's also G infantry though, he doesn't have shields. So, archers will probably... I'm going to fight this battle, guys. We're going to fight this battle. I think we've deliberated long enough. I'm happy that we've got a plan. It's going to get messy. But we're going to do it. So, Chu Gong and Yin Li, they have had a couple of little skirmishes and some delegate battles, but I think this is the first time we've seen them on the battlefield. Very philosophical Yin Li. Alright, Darth Maul, calm down. At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge. Ryan, I'm sure you know this, but I'm going to repeat it anyway for the benefit of people who don't know. If you have an officer in a battle, as Ryan and Alteril do right now, feel free to give me a general consensus of what they're going to do. The troops in their retinue are theirs. However, I'm going to say if the troops are moving with the main body of the army, they will obey the general, more or less. But certainly your officers, like if you want to do a suicide charge or whatever, that's completely up to you. I will do that. And I'll assess whether your retinue goes or stays, or you can, give them orders. Basically, in terms of your character, you can give me general directions for whatever you want them to do. And for your retinue, you can suggest things that you want them to do, and I will determine whether or not they'll do them. Good lord, our front line is comprised of some interesting stuff. Right. Let's get... No, hello. This is a very mixed army, like in terms of what actual units we've got. So we're going to go with Sabre Militia Centre, Axe Band on the outsides of them, and Gen Sword Guard on the furthest flank. No, everybody is indeed Archer Militia. For a second there I thought I had 2 units of archers. Right, that's them. The Spear Guards will be going on the flanks. We are playing patch 1.20. If anybody has read the patch notes for 1.30, which is an opt-in patch that's available right now, there is some very interesting stuff on 1.30, but it's not compatible with current save games. So basically we're going to hope to finish this before this campaign before 1.30 becomes mandatory. However, there is some really interesting stuff on there. They're reworking how commanders work entirely, which I went over in a previous episode, but something I've just remembered that I missed when I was going over patch 1.3 was there's a chance if generals charge into braced spear infantry or any infantry in shield wall formation, that general will be dishorsed and they lose their horse for the entirety of the battle. So essentially, I think their horse becomes either killed, quote unquote, start battle, or it, at the very least, becomes injured enough to the point where it just kind of limps off the battlefield and doesn't participate, which is really interesting stuff. But, yeah, we're not playing with that feature, unfortunately, because it's in patch 1.3 and this is 1.2. That'll do, just move that way. I will happily go into single combat. I will die with glory in this fucking rice field. Chu Gong is loyal, stoic and honourable. He will hold the line at all costs. I mean, I don't want Chu Gong to die, but it would seem fitting for him to die in a rice field. After all of this fucking complaining about living in a rice field and potentially, dying in a rice field. If he still ended up dead in a rice paddy, that would be so poetic. No! Shush. Alright, so our army's moving back. There's Chu Gong on the right hand side of the screen, Yin Li on the left, and of course the Bandit Queen Zhong Zhang in the middle. if I could have got her when she went up that last rise. There we go. Got a little bit of a picture. I don't know how good it was, but... Chugong has come back to his roots for his most honourable battle. If you die in a rice field, Shun Yu would like to take credit for that. Oh dear. What are you lads doing? Why are you struggling? Sort it out. It's a tiny cottage. Go around it. I think Yin Li is using a sword there. It's off. Nope. He's using a gen. That mud looks pretty steep there. Alright. Let's get into position. I will be pissed if he beats me in my environment. Chugong is a grass type. Oh. Chugong uses Razor Leaf. It's super effective. There he is, look. Chugong, the grass type Pokemon. Doing what Sarah loves to do when we do joint campaigns and she's observing a battle, just doing some paparazzi stuff whilst we move into position. Look at the rice, it's swaying and like rejoicing at Chugong's arrival. It's bowing to him. Look at it, it's bowing to him. It even followed him when he went past. It's like Chugong, Chugong, Chugong. Maybe they're the unevolved form of Chugong, like every one of them eventually is going to sprout into a Chugong. The grass type Pokemon. Is anyone else surprised that Tom knows a Pokemon move? I know many Pokemon moves as long as it's from the first two bunches of Pokemon moves. After Johto, I'm not interested, because most of all they look fucking ridiculous for the most part, and second of all, it clearly became about the money. But I'm happy with the first 250 Pokemon. I like them. I am a Pokemon master. Or I was a Pokemon master once upon a time. The rice knows I am its master. Alright, well, basically now that we're in position, all we need to do is wait for Gongsun Zan's army to arrive. Let's have a quick look, see if anybody's got any buffs. Tenacity of Steel is a passive personal buff. Earthen Rampart. I don't know if that's just on him. It doesn't say that it's got a radius, which is interesting. Chugong also has... Oh, he's... Okay, Chugong's the one giving Earthen Rampart. He's just giving it to Yin Li. So that's a 900% charge resistance 50 meters around Chugong. That's very nice. So that's going to be this white circle then, I'm guessing. So he's buffing these units in the center with that. What is that coming from?
你打算继续战斗吗？
知道了，别老找我搭话。
I'm not actually sure. Unless that is the Earthen Rampart one, and it's 50 meters in a circle in front of him, which is possible, I guess? How would we test that? See whether this unit's got it.
步兵听命，
射手准备。
No, okay, those units don't have it.
鼓起勇气。
So They're within the white circle, so the white circle must be like a morale buff zone for other stuff. His earthen rampart zone is actually in a circle in front of him now. That's new. When did that happen? That's very interesting. None may charge me from my paddy. Alright, well that's cool. Chugong also encourages nearby allies, which I think is the white circle, so that provides them a morale boost. And he scares nearby enemies, and I'm guessing that's also within the white circle. Zhongjiang has earthen rampart. She's got a rival in this battle, which makes her more deadly. She's got tenacity of steel for herself as well. She's unbreakable, immune to fatigue. She gives encourage to her allies and scare to her enemies. Buffing the unities behind. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense that like some of the abilities like is more about who's in front of him than who's everywhere. Because what good is charge resistance to units back here? Like, they're not being charged, they're at the back. But that's really interesting that he gives charge resistance. So it definitely looks like the whole unit has to be within the circle as well, because these ones that are partly in it don't seem to have it. So right now he's only giving charge resistance to these 3 units and the other 2 officers. Yinli... No, Yinli doesn't have anything. Alright, well, they can't actually see us, so it might take them a little bit of time to figure out where we're at. I'll give it a couple more... I'll give it until 10 minutes on the battle timer, and if I still haven't seen head nor tail of them, we'll send the cavalry out to kind of pull them the right direction. I do feel like they probably waited for the reinforcement retinue anyway. So it might take them a little bit of time to advance. I'm gonna undo the group. Oh no, there they are. Never mind. Never mind. They found us, it's fine.
可悲的家伙，你根本不配活着！住口！ 受死吧
Chugong, ever the wordsmith. Shut up and die! Okay, so if they're coming from that kind of angle, that's more or less ideal. More or less. No, 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 no. Yes. Sounds like he stole my captain's playbook for comebacks. Son! Welcome to the stream, Son. How's your Monday going? How was London, bud? You and the missives have a good time? London can suck a fat one. Fair enough. I think many people feel that way about London. She enjoyed it. I am not a city person. That's fair. The only thing I like about London is the tube, which I understand is what most people hate about London, or at least hate the most. But for me, the tube is amazing, but London itself, not so much. Alright, there's a lot of Gongsun-Zan troops here. Holy hell. Okay, they're gonna come that way. I mean, realistically think that maybe we want to be more the other way, actually. Yeah, let's do that. loved how many different people there were in London. It's very samey in Denmark, at least where I live. Yeah, it's very diverse. Everyone feels that way about London, apart from rich people from London. Enjoyed the week-long field training exercise leading immediately up to me going to London way more. Well, yeah, but who wouldn't? London is the definition of a shithole. If you want an accurate representation of the UK, York is where you want to go. York is my favourite city in the UK. It's my favourite place in the UK, pretty much. With the exception of some of the like actual wilderness and stuff. Like, it's my favourite named settlement, I guess. Okay. Clearly the enemy have given up on all kind of formation. There's no such thing as formation. They're all running, which, like, currently they're still eager. Or fresh, rather, but at some point they're going to end up with, like, reduced, like, energy. I hope. Gongsun Shu is way at the back, just having a little stroll along. His army is ridiculously far in front. We might want to hurry up and get into those positions, kids. Chester is quite nice, Ryan. Chester's one of like my like, it's on that kind of second tier. York is beautiful. I live 30 miles from there. Do you really, Doomsday? I don't live that far from York. I don't know how far it is. Maybe a bit more than 30 miles, but might not be. I'm not sure. Stayed in Wakefield for 2 weeks. Even that dump beats London any day. I don't know. Wakefield does look like there was a bomb dropped on it at some point. Alright, our formation here is crazy spread out. So just before the battle begins, I'm just going to adjust some of our units' positions, especially the archers, because I kind of need them to do the shooty thing and kill the enemy. Are they in range? Some of them are in range. I want arrows now. They're still fresh. I have no idea how that is the case. If they're in loose formation, they're actually less resistant to being charged, so where possible, I'm going to charge the loose units. We've got a lot of cavalry up there. The Bandit Queen's going to get off of her horse because they've got a lot of guys with spears. But she's going to go and get killing. Stabbing did not feel that far off in Wakefield. No, it probably wouldn't. Okie-do. Is that Gongsun Shu? Yes, it is. Shu Gong! Do you want to try and duel Gongsun Shu? Oh, nobody wants to duel. Guess he doesn't want to. There we go.
敌军仓皇逃窜，
Let's go, cavalry. Straight through that gap. Okay, their cavalry are trying to get round our flank, which is not good. I'm going to send Yin Li over there to try and help out with that.
矢石已尽，
Many of our archers are starting to run out of ammo.
伏兵
Oh
听
shit,
令，
some of my axe dudes have run out of... Well, they've been shot to shit, actually. That's the correct term, I believe.
勇士在此，冲啊！
Right, you guys out that way.
挺住，
You guys get stuck
不
in.
留，
Let me at them. I was waiting for you to say
向前进
something.
军，
I'm going to try and send you out and get towards their archers and strategists, Ryan.
射手在此，向前进军。逃兵来我身边，
杀！杀呀！
做好准备。此部队史实已悉数用尽，进攻！
Oh, enemy cav. Take them on. Guy that just went head on with Chu Gong didn't go well for him.
鼓起勇气，时机已至。
Okay, there we've got a decent sort of chain route starting here in the centre.
杀呀！
伏兵在此，
Just need to make sure that that spreads along the line.
准备就绪，
Chu Gong's apparently attacking
射
spearmen.
手听命。
Doesn't win
我军
points
士
for
兵正在四散而
intelligence,
逃，
but certainly for balls.
顽强不屈，准备就绪，
剑士准备，加快脚步，剑出鞘，
刀斧准备，
Let's see about convincing the rest of this lot to run away.
拔剑备战，步兵听命，诛灭敌军。
My cavalry
不要
are
留情，
fucked up. I don't know what happened to them.
射手在此，弓箭准备，射手就绪，诛灭敌军。
Okay, Zhongjang is back on her horse.
杀光敌军，
进攻，
Let's get her towards their
敌军士
archers.
兵正在溃逃。
Yin Li's wasting time chasing off a tiny unit of archers. Good job, Yin Li. Or cavalry, it might have been.
准备开战，
Chu Gong! Enemy strategists! Kill!
勇士在此，
Alright. Well, it's certainly not going in our favour, to be honest. The fact that we have not chain routed them at this point is a concern,
鼓起勇
because
气，
we really needed to have them gone
真
by
乃
now.
丧家之犬。
弓箭
There's
手
too
准备
many, like, little skirmishes
拔
going
剑
on.
准备，射手听命，准备开阵，冲啊！
长矛在手，
Yeah, they're starting to drive us back in this sort of central position.
时机已至。
Chu Gong's found Gongsun Shu, who still doesn't want to duel. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of enemy spearmen there as well. Right, they've... No, okay, they've broken, so you head that way.
长剑在手，挺住，杀！
杀光敌军，
What on earth is Yin Li doing? Oh good, he's fighting enemy cavalry.
哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃。
Right.
射手
One
听命，
bunch of you guys go and help Yin Li, because he seems to be
弓箭
struggling.
准备，
And the others head that way. Where's my cavalry? There it is.
骑兵就绪，弓箭手注意，
You, no. You know what? You
天
get
甲
them.
不留，
You chase them.
单枪不屈。
Oh, this is not going well.
注意，
You killed her, please.
做好准备，
Right,
片
get
甲不
them.
留，准备就绪，四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈。啊！敌将已被我军斩了。
Okay,
鼓起勇气，
that female strategist's dead. Gonna get Zhang Zhang to try and cut down the male one. Certainly kick the crap out of him. Wang Lei, that's the one.
做好准备，
准备好冲锋了吗？
Have you broken them? Yes,
加速
you
前
have.
进，
Leave them alone then. Could do with you boys being down towards the fight, to be perfectly
快
honest.
跑！
我军士卒仓皇逃命，这乃丧家之犬。准备好了，
I think she killed him, so
片甲不留，
try and get rid of Gongsun Shu. That'll hopefully do a fair morale shock. Chu Gong and Zhang Zhang trying to get rid of Gongsun Shu. Go on, Chu Gong, stab him. He's about to try and run away.
敌军仓皇逃
He's
窜，
running away.
全懦夫。
Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, fucking hell.
不要留情，
不要留情，
准备拔剑。
Heads up! That didn't go well at all. Gongsun Shu's done, he's broken. That should be enough to see them off. There we go.
胜利近在咫尺。
Well, I said it'd be messy. But we did win. I don't think we're going to do very much in the way of catching them, so we'll just claim victory.
广阔天地，主公已迈下了第一步。如今天地反复，只需静待微风轻拂，
我等威名，
便可坐视
如
万华
今海内
腾
皆知。
Gained 1,000 copper and 3 infamy, and we've captured Wang Lei and Wei Juan Meng. Both of them level 4 strategists. Wang Lei won't join us even if we ask him to. He's 27, coordinated, kind, sincere and scarred. My rice paddies. The other one is Wei Juan Meng, who's 36 and also level 4. She's deceitful, feared and elusive. What do we think here, guys? I think I know what the answer's going to be, but... we can employ, release or execute Wei Juan Meng, and we can release or execute Wang Lei. Release, ransom, release, yep. Okie do, that's an extra 600 copper in the bank. And then with the 564 captured troops, we can either ransom them, seize their supplies, which I don't think we need to do at all, or we can recruit them. David coming in with replenish. Chu Gong and Yin Li if Ril happens to be here. You guys are in this army, you get more weight to your choice. Replenish, replenish, lots of replenishes, okay.
绝不留情。
Oh, Kong Rong's second army is towards Tai Yuan Toolmaker. Yuan Shu wants to pay us 3,047 copper to form a coalition with him. Oh, This is interesting. I'm going to click negotiate so we can see his situation. He's currently trading with Cao Cao, Dongzhuo and the Han, and has an extra trade slot available. He's at war with Gongsun Zan and Liu Bei. Well, we're already at war with one of them. It looks to me like he's got a little bit of territory down here. Like, I think that one that we can't quite see is actually him. But he starts down here, so he could well have some more territory down there somewhere. That's some tasty cash. It is. Coalition with Yuan Shu. Tyler went AFK, no worries Tyler, that's fine. Whilst everybody thinks this over, or poses questions, I'm going to do a sponsor shout out. Because it does look like we may have some lurkers floating around. If you are a lurker, welcome, welcome. I appreciate the lurkers just as much as the people who are active in the chat. You help the stream out no matter what, as long as you're lurking, and I do appreciate that. But, just in case you're interested, our Three Kingdoms campaigns are roleplay campaigns where you can sponsor an officer, currently available to all people in the stream, followers, subs, and even viewers right now, where you choose an officer. You select their skills when they level up, you choose what kind of career path you want to try and give them, but you kind of have to vie against me and the other people playing as well. Whether you want to be a general or a civil officer, or you want to stay out of things and just be a guy at court and just put your opinion in, which of course you can put your opinion in on tough decisions like this one. You can do that even if you haven't sponsored an officer, but sponsored officers in positions of influence will be given a little bit more weight in these decisions. Tyler's screaming money. Ryan is saying, will it impede our expansion? Not in the terms of we're going to be looking to fight Yuan Shu anytime soon, because he's to the south. Really what we want to do is secure the north, probably the northeast, and then maybe the northwest, and then go south, which China's a fucking big place. Like, we're not going to go south along the whole front, so it's really, is it going to be south on the west, south on the east, or south in the centre? It's only when we start going south in the centre that Yuan Shu is going to become an impediment. What's more worrying is that he's at war with Liu Bei, who is on our east. I think these two are Liu Bei, in fact. Yes, they are, because they're the same colour as Liu Bei's territory here. So we're currently fighting Gongsun Zan on a very narrow front, which is helpful for us. If we ended up at war with Liu Bei, that could be very different. He's about as strong as us, and we could really use some support in the south, so I think it's a good deal, plus monies. Shunyu, need the money. Good example of this is I got shoehorned into Yanmen. Oh, I've not forgotten yet. I'm concerned about Liu Bei, if I'm honest, and I'm also like Yuan Shao is not to not Yuan Shao. Yuan Shu is not to be trusted. I'm not seeing opinions from everybody yet. I am going to make a decision soon, so if you are doing one, we're not to be trusted either, to be fair. That's an interesting position from Lu Zhong. Are we potentially agreeing to a tenuous coalition between two incredibly untrustworthy warlords? Is that what we're getting towards here? I figure we'll take it and abandon him soon enough unless he proves useful. Interesting. I think that seems to be the consensus of the council, and as much as Zheng Zhang might not personally like Yuan Shu or trust Yuan Shu, if everybody's advising that we do it, I can't really see a way that she would decide not to. It's a interesting point of view. Let's do it. We're going to form a coalition with the one territory Yuan Shu. He didn't have any territory further south. Corrupt official. Your siege continues, with no side yielding any ground. Starvation and disease must be taking hold, yet still they do not relent. One morning, however, a bird arrives from beyond the walls with a message. A local official will open the gates for a price and let your troops through. So I think this is to do with Zhongjiang's siege, since it's the only one we've actually got going. We can pay 500 copper to have an official open the gates for the next 5 turns if we choose to attack the settlement. Which, given the weakened state of their army, is either A, guaranteed win, but I think we've got a guaranteed win anyway, or, you know, B, a waste of money because we'd already beat them. You could help drive away Kongrong's southern army in coming turns. You could. Yeah, I'm going to decline because I don't think we need to. There was no telling if this was simply a trick, so you did nothing. This siege will end soon enough. Alright, let's have a look at Lu Zhong's position. So Sarah, David, and Jesus, Tyler can can get an eye on things. Kongrong is running further into Anding. He's in forced march, so like, given that he was stood there, he's used 150% of his movement to get to there. So it looks like he's close, but he's really not. Your standard movement would take you up to this edge of this stream. More pressingly, his second force under Kuai Liang is here. Within striking distance of Tai Yuan's Toolmaker and poised to dive into the heartland of the Tai Mountains. So you guys need to decide what's going on over there. Tai Yuan is not happy. Satisfaction is low. Alright. Well.
向前进军，报仇雪恨。
I'm going to try and demand surrender because I don't think they've got any hope in hell of beating us. They don't want to surrender. Interesting. You know, I'm just going to delegate this so we can actually take the settlement.
失守尽弃于此，以儆效尤。
I think we've captured them. Well, we captured Gongsun Shu. Interestingly enough, he is Zhongjiang's rival. He's also Yue Jin's rival, who's in his faction. He's the 30-year-old heir of Gongsun Zan, and I think his son. He's kind, coordinated, loyal, and maimed. Oh my god, Chu Gong's calling for his head. Shun Yu is calling for his head. Execute, not worth the money, and we have 7k. Yeah, I think purely because Gongsun Zan like broke the tributary deal. I'm not going to be in a habit, even with Zhongjiang, of just executing anyone if it's we don't need the money. But given that Gongsun Zan was subjugated and should have been a tributary and has upset Zhongjiang, she's going to behead his son.
他们与我为敌，
Right.
必须严惩不贷。
Dai is a small city, which means it is probably costing -2 food, because once it starts to become a city, it starts to cost food, and small sounds like the level 4. Oh, it is the level 4, it says there. So that'll be costing -2 food. For that reason, and the fact that it gives us an extra 2.5 grand, I'm thinking loot and occupy, because it reduces the settlement size. Sack and withdraw gets us a lot of money and reduces the settlement size, but it also means we have to spend another turn to attack it again. Gongsun Shu is his brother. Okay. Are you absolutely sure? Because Gongsun Shu was 30, and I'm pretty sure Gongsun Zan is like in his 50s. Given that this is 204 as well, that it's not the beginning of the game. Loot and occupy, says Song Chen. They both broke an honourable treaty. They must pay in blood. I am happy with them paying in blood, but clan blood. I'm not going to execute every single one of their generals for it. Okay, positive, says Doomsday. Gongsun Shu is Gongsun Zan's brother then. We're going to loot and occupy. We've now got a stack load of cash, which for that purpose I'm going to drop the taxes down. We are still now making -1 food, but -200 income's really not a problem with 10k in the treasury. Yin Li has leveled up. Ryan, I don't know if you want to get in contact with Ril, or if you can. We've gained a philosopher. What does a philosopher do? +10 satisfaction faction-wide if this character is Prime Minister, heir or faction leader. Interesting. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. I think, given that we just got that philosopher on this turn, I'm going to say that he's essentially been pulled from Dai. He's like offered his services as like part of a deal or just in general. So I am actually going to give him to Zhongzhang. He's going to become one of her personal retainers. Yin Li and Wang Lei are rivals. Chu Gong and Wei Juan Meng are rivals. And Zhong Zhong and Wang Lei are rivals. Right. Fuck you guys, he's still in the pool and we've got 10k, so we're definitely getting Gan Ning. It's happened, it's done. Don't want to hear about it. He is 29 years old. He's energetic, fiery and competitive. Gan Ning, Pirate of the Bells, Officer of Wu in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel. Let me know his choices. Okie doke. His options are Bravery and Scholarship, which he had last week. But now he also gets Intensity and Understanding. You are not Administrator anyway, Doomsday. I almost called you Shun Yu then. You're not Administrator yet because you're on an assignment. What we said is you are unofficially the Administrator until you finish the assignment and then we'll appoint you. So yes, you are still the Administrator. It's going to take quite a while for us to replenish our forces in Dai. Right. We need to fix the situation. Tai Yuan is still losing... Oh, hang on. Let's unexempt Ye from taxes. Tai Yuan could do with some... Well, okay. So, intensity. Okay, I'll do that now. David, don't forget that as the Chancellor, you pretty much can give build orders across the entire nation. But also, Shun Yu, who is not with an army, can give build orders. And the armies can give build orders to territories near them. Like, if it's within your circle of influence. What did you say? Intensity. +8 instinct, enables mighty knockback, and gives 25+ charge speed for his own retinue. Yin Li has leveled up. Right. We need to know what Lu Zhong's plan is. We also need to try and resolve some of these issues we've got going on. You know what? Taishitsu is kind of... He's defiant, he's honourable, he's intimidating. He wants to get stuff done. And then with the arrival of Gan Ning in the capital, who is energetic, fiery and competitive, the two of them are kind of going to drive building going on here. And they are going to agree to upgrade our land surveying office to a land registry office, which will hopefully help solve our food issue. Can we upgrade something in Taiyuan for more income? No, because I just upgraded the building for food. I think it will improve the income a smidge, but not a lot. What building are we looking at in Taiyuan? Well, Taishitsu and Gan Ning are upgrading the land development chain. Meanwhile, what's going on in Dai? Ah yes, everything's broken. We should probably unbreak that. And actually, what would it cost us to repair Yer? Still quite an amount. Although that one might still be helpful. And it's kinda cheap, so we'll do that as well. Right, we've got 5.5 grand and we're only losing 100 per turn right now, which means we've got like 56 turns-ish before we're bankrupt at present. That moment when you were 2 seconds too late for Tom to see the chat. Yeah, I know. What's going on in Yanmen? Yanmen has the option to upgrade its lumberyard or its town, which the town at this point would cost us another 2 food, which we haven't got. So whilst we can afford to do it, it's probably not smart to do. In fact, yeah, okay. Should we turn around and try to fend off Kongrong's secondary army? Yeah, I'm waiting for instructions on what Lu Zheng's Western army is going to do. I don't know what you guys want to do over there. That is interesting. We can actually afford to raise Taishitsu's retinue, which is 6 units right now. I mean, admittedly, it would take every copper we've got. But if we did do that, we could have him help defend the toolmaker, which already has a full, well, 1.5 retinue, so he'd almost be at a full army's worth of troops. Shunyu has managed to find himself a new goal for the future. That sounds terrifying. In fact, if we stopped repairing that, we could actually afford to raise Taishitsu in the toolmaker, and we'd still have 700 copper. You know what? I'm going to do that. Yes, I know it eats our finances, but it gives us a good chance of defending this, whereas without him we really don't have one. Oh fuck. I forgot about his upkeep. Well, okay. It's fine. Taiyuan. 4 turns, okay. We're gonna have to bump the taxes back up. Yeah, David, I know, I forgot about his retinue upkeep. But at the same time, if they choose to attack Taiyuan, he's going to give them a bloody nose. And a fighting chance of us actually beating them. I still need to know what's going on with Lu Zhong's army. Is Sarah gone? Attack. Attack who? You want to chase Kong Rong into the desert? Mistakes were made. They were, Ryan. Can we not reach him? No, I told you at the start of the turn. It looks like he's close, but he's actually used march stance to get there, so it's taken 150% of his movement to get to there. Your default movement lets you get to this stream. This terrain here is a fucking bitch. It takes shitloads of movement to get across. It's a nightmare. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. How about we stick to our OG plan then and get Shihe town? You want to attack Wang Lan Lan. Town has now got a 4-unit garrison. And they've added an extra unit to the retinue, but yeah, it's still pretty weak. But if I remember correctly, Wang Lan Lan has also, at the end of the last episode, coalitioned up with a bunch of people. Where is she? If I say faction grouping... Coalition to reconcile China. Gao Gan, who is there, Zhang Yang, who is there, and Dong Zhuo, who is there. So, if you declared war on her, there's every chance that these three will all get added in. We don't have the strength for that. These are the decisions that must be made. Oh no, Yuan Shu does have territory to the south. He's got a couple of settlements down in Runan and Jiangxia. Not a lot, but he's got a couple. He's even got an army in the middle of Cao Cao's land. I know. Yeah, I don't. What do you want to do though? Like, it makes sense for a bandit faction to raid an undermanned town. It does. And if they had no allies, I would immediately have done it. But I feel like you need to be aware that that's going to potentially bring these two into a fight, and also him into a fight. If that's what you want to do, then that's what we'll do. But we're making you aware of that is a possibility. Okay, so you want to go back across the river towards Shihe. It's probably worth force marching, because I think if we tried to march, well, I can try it. I think you'll stop on the west bank. Yes, you will. So, if I force march and we cross, there's no enemy that can get near you anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, that's going to be it for the summer of 205. Gongsun Zan would sign peace with us for 2,700 copper. Interesting. Tribute I highly doubt that he would become a tributary. In fact, according to this, the deal he's offering is incredibly generous. The peace treaty is only worth 1.4 to him. What he's offering us is worth 11.2. Okay, we'll see if we can get him to pay tribute. I don't know if he will. Nope, he's not interested in that. He's not even close enough to be there. Shun Yu saying he broke it once, that it will... what'll stop him from breaking it again? Back in the fold or death? Tributary or death? Well, he's certainly not willing to opt for tributary. He is stronger than us as well right now. Tributary or death. Well, it sounds like the consensus is that we're choosing or death. Hello, Church of England, cake or death? And here comes his army? No, okay. Kong Rong. His army is moving towards the toolmaker. There's a... oh, he recruited Zhang Yan! Zhang Yan, not Zhang Yang. Straight to the point. Your general engages in a debate with an opponent whose arguments amuse the crowd with their colourful euphemisms and innuendos. However, wordplay relies on ambiguities. Your general simply responds with an ugly but undeniable insult, causing their opponent to retire. There is much laughter from the crowd. Apparently, Song Chen has upset Zhu Jun. And yes, I think that's probably dropped Zhu Jun's satisfaction to the point where he's more or less going to be going. But I don't think he's quite there yet. Right, we're currently making positive food and positive income, which is very interesting. We are still at high taxes, but... oh shit, I just realised he's right next to our city. Oh, that isn't good. Suppose Zhang's better start beelining south. There's nobody at the horse pastures. So who is Zhang Yan with now? He's with Kong Rong. That's Kong Rong's banner, the blue one.
Oh.
And he's about to start besieging Ye. And that dude is definitely going to start besieging Taiyuan Toolmaker at some point. So, current notifications. Gan Ning not particularly pleased. Zhu Jun is really not pleased, thanks to Song Chen's amazing argument skills. Taiyuan is... has low public order. In 2 turns it will be a big problem. What if we exempt it from tax? Then we're going to start losing a lot of money. We have also got an available assignment, actually, guys, which we probably should be using. I don't think your assignment is over. I think we have 2 available now. No, you still have the symbol, so you're still there. But we could send Shu Rao or Gan Ning on a assignment as well. We've gained the Book of Songs, so that we can sing songs about the day that we die. Wait, I must have missed this. What did you miss? Oh yeah, I recruited Gardening when we got 10k in the bank. We had 10k? It's Gardening. Yeah, I don't. But, you know, it's Gardening. Plus, I'm just playing Jung Jong's character. She's greedy. Look, it says it right there. And stubborn. And determined. Officer Chompkins, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse, buddy. Welcome to the stream. How's your Monday going? Tom put Tai Yuen back in the tax collection. I mean, yeah, but then it's going to have a rebellion, which is going to be an additional problem. Greedy, as in keep the money. Yeah, maybe. I don't know what you guys' problem is with everything. It's fine. Right, what are we doing over here with Lu Zhong? Are we declaring war on Wang Lan Lan? I believe you'll be able to make it in one. Oh no, you can't quite make it yet, so I guess we'll just move to the border. Got interview Saturday for LCRP. Excellent, Officer Chompkins. Looking forward to seeing you in the community. Hope you get through. We can't lose 1.5k every turn. No, I know. I know. Right. Tai Shitsu is going to have to stay still. Zhongjiang is on the move to the south. I don't know why I just got sent up there. Four turns, 8 turns, 2 turns. I really don't think taking Shihe is going to be the best move for us. We need to help the dumbass in the toolmaker. The dumbass in the toolmaker who's the only reason that Kuai Liang hasn't attacked it already. Yeah, him. The issue is we have 2 war fronts with one army trying to cover both and balancing on a pole with our economy, even though we obviously are gymnasts. That is indeed an issue, Doomsday. To be fair, this isn't a front. Like, this is Liu Bei's territory and Yuan Tan's territory. Kong Rong has got land over here. So Zhang Yan rather, has walked through Liu Bei and Yuan Tan's land to get to us. Once we beat him, that front's closed again and Zhongjiang will be able to go back up north. David and Sarah, you guys need to make a decision before next turn. I'm not going to declare war this turn because you can't attack anyway, so there's not much point. But... oh, Kong Rong apparently took On Ding off of Dongzhuo. This Kong Rong thing's getting out of hand. Kinda wish we'd taken his money. Right, who's Yuan Shu at war with? He's not at war with Kong Rong. Don't worry, Officer Chompkins. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like a job interview or anything. Just be yourself. Just answer the questions as best as you can and you'll be fine. Just in case anybody is interested, applications for Lake County Roleplay are open again. Might as well throw that in whilst we're talking about interviews for it. Alright, well, it seems like we're done for this turn, so I'm going to proceed. We still have an assignment that we could be dishing out to people, guys. Yuan Shu is requesting military support against Cao Cao. Well, there you go. Oh, thanks for dropping a link in, David. Appreciate it. Keybinds are not that important. Like, there's a list of them on the Discord anyway, buddy. So, we can reject, because it's a coalition thing. So, I believe, like, if there was another person, because there's only 2 of us in this, if there's 3 factions in the coalition, then the other 2 would have to vote unanimously for one outcome. Given that we're the only other person in the coalition, I think we get to decide here. Now, personally, I'd rather not be at war with Cao Cao. Territorially, he's not bordering us right now, so it's not highly likely we're going to see one of his armies very soon. But, you know, we could end up seeing one walk through other people's land eventually and come fight us. But I don't believe that rejecting Yuan Shu breaks the coalition. However, he is arrogant, which means he hates if someone disagrees in an alliance vote. He's also hateful, reacts to negative diplomatic events harshly, remembers diplomatic events for a very long time, and he's cunning, so he may break treaties at any point. So upsetting him is definitely an issue. Chu Gong says he's not our problem. Song Chen saying we have enough to worry about with Kong Rong right now. Yep, I thought that'd be the consensus, so we're going to reject. Apparently we just went to war with someone. I don't know if it was Yuan Shu or Cao Cao. I guess maybe we didn't have enough sway, like, because it was just 50-50 and Yuan Shu wanted it. These are the risks of coalitions. Han Sui wants a non-aggression pact as long as we give him some stuff. I'm not really willing to give him stuff. They're not a threat. A letter from Shun Yu addressed to Song Chen and Lu Zheng arrives. Hey Squeaks, how you doing? How's your Monday going? I'm just going to read this letter in character. I wish to recommend that your army not pursue the action you are planning on taking, and recommend facing Kong Rong to the south to allow this unstable nation to secure its newfound lands and reinstate and revive the economy of the lands we have taken. Yours faithfully, Shun Yu. God damn it, Doomsday, now I'm going to have to rechange my mind and attack She-Her after all. I'm going to say no to Han Sui. I'm not threatened by him and I'm not willing to give him stuff to placate him. Okay. Cao Cao declared war on Yuan Shu. Coalition created between Liu Biao and Cao Cao. Jialong. Dongzhuo has been destroyed as a faction. First time I think I've ever seen Dongzhuo's faction destroyed where he hasn't already died via the event chain. So we may see Dongzhuo, maybe even Lu Bu end up in the recruitment pool. Liu Yao requested Cao Cao attack the Han. Kong Rong declared war on Cao Cao. That's interesting. There's a rebellion imminent in Taiyuan. Shun Yu is returning from his assignment next turn. Lady Bien is in the recruitment pool. Taiyuan Toolmaker is being besieged. You're on your 30-minute lunch break, Squeaks. Thank you for choosing to spend the lunch break with us. Just long I get some help in the server. Yeah, you'll get plenty of help, Chompkins. Everybody's really helpful in Lake County. I swear to fucking God, don't touch any more recruits. I don't want Dongzhuo. And I know Lu Bu's really hard to handle anyway, so he wouldn't be worth getting at this point. Right. I need to know what Lu Zheng's plan is. She's on the border. She could reach the town this turn, and the treaty thingy's got to have expired. Kong Rong has taken Onding farmland. He does also have Chang'an and Hedong. His army is besieging Taiyuan Toolmaker, where Taishet Sur is. I think that's all the relevant information to the decision. I'm going to have Zhongzhang continue. Where the feck did Zhangyan go? Okay, well, I guess in that case we'll turn around.
坚持不懈。
We still need time to replenish.
正在行进。我的府库
I'm
有
going
多
to
少
enter
财宝？
Zhongshan so we can
已报来。
do a bit more replenishment. How's Jujun doing? He's gone up by 1 because the unfortunate events that he got from Tongchen is starting to bleed away by 1 point. I don't know if it's 1 point a season or what, but it was minus 25 before. So he's gone up by 1. I don't think you're going to lose him. Well, Joe Reese got me into LCRP. Well, it's good to have you, man. Hopefully you pass your interview. And as much as it pains me, I'll heed the advice of Shun Yu, but more importantly, my husband, and march south to Taiyuan. Okido. So I'm assuming, because there's no enemies nearby, and you said march, that you mean the march stance.
不断前行。
Oh, they may well attack us at the end of this turn there. Okay, so Lu Zhong's moved, Zhongzhang's moved. Shun Yu is still currently on his assignment for this turn. We have assignments still, guys. We've, technically speaking, got 1, but we're about to get a second one next turn, so we could put both of these guys on assignments. They can both do the bandit patrols thing. Gan Ning can oversee mustering, which we admittedly don't really need. His satisfaction's dropped to 13 because he's starting to get a lack of purpose. Shu Rao can stimulate markets and do counter-espionage. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. How's your Monday going? Send Gan Ning on something. Thank heaven Lu Zhong listened to reason. Send Gan Ning on something. Well, I mean, we could send him on doing the bandit patrols, which would lower the supplies in Taiyuan Commandery, which would include Kuai Liang's supplies. I mean, admittedly, we could also send Shu Rao on the same job. There's an argument to be made for sending Shu Rao instead, which is assignments give you experience which level you up, and Gan Ning is already level 5, Shu Rao is level 1, and she is 26. Pissed off at Kongrong and Jujun, otherwise good. My Monday's been alright so far. What about yours? Yeah, my Monday's going pretty well. Definitely glad to be doing a more War Monday. I love playing Three Kingdoms with the stream. Gan Ning is pissed off and has a lack of purpose. That's a fair point as well. Alright, well, Song Chen is the Chancellor, and I don't disagree with the logic. So I'm going to send Gan Ning on a bandit patrol in Taiyuan Commandery. No worries, Chompkins. Thank you for stopping by the stream. If you want an invite to my Discord, !Discord will get you one. You'll be able to get notices for when I go live again. Right. Can't do anything about those. This is just telling us that Taiyuan is very upset, which we're aware of. Taxes are still maxed. Alright, that's going to be the end of the autumn turn. There's not really anything else we can do. Gongsun Zan. Oh, you heard Jean's back. Lady Wu wants to sign a non-aggression pact if we give her stuff. No. We're not giving her stuff. She's miles away. Kongrong is indeed going to attack. Oh dear. They outnumber us by 1,600 men. Quang Guan does not look like he's an amazing duelist. But neither is Tai Shi. That's a problem. What are his traits? Oh, he's defiant and honourable. I could have surrendered, because there's zero chance they'd catch him, and then we would have got him back. And then in the next turn, Lu Zhong's army arrives and takes it back. But I don't think that really suits Tai Shi's character. They've got a lot of archers, 2 strategists, level 4 champion. Oh, I feel like Tai Shi's character would not surrender, even though that feels like it's the smart move. Because essentially we're throwing away a level 4 sentinel, who is Tai Shi, for no reason. Because we could just surrender and fight them with the actual army. We do have the power of towers as well, but if we had a character, like if we had an officer who did enough, like a significant amount of damage, I definitely think we would win. But really, he doesn't do a lot of damage, so we are basically relying completely on the towers. It feels... yeah, I can't see any way that Tai Shi would surrender, unfortunately. What are his skills and stuff? He's got that hail of arrows, but that's never worked for me in the past. He can tank the enemy for the towers. Yeah, you can certainly give it a go, but 35,000 health, he's not at max health. Melee evasion of 29%, that's not super high. 32% armor, not super high. Alright, well, I can't see any way of getting him out of this. So I'm just going to fight the battle, because it's worth trying to do maximum damage. And if it's going to be his send-off, then we want to at least see it. I was hoping that either David or Sarah or hell even Doomsday would have said, no, we can send a letter forward and tell him to surrender. But no, you guys were just like, yeah, fuck Tai Shi. I didn't want to pitch the idea before we got to the point, like, because that would have felt a lot like I was just like, why don't you guys save him? But it was definitely, yeah, exactly, fuck Tai Shi. You are so salty. Unbelievable. How dare Tai Shi exist? Alright, what have we got? See what we can do here. You're going to be on defensive mode. Oh, some of the towers are even destroyed, look. In fact, bollocks, all the towers on this side are destroyed. Because of the siege, I'm guessing. So, this isn't gonna work. We never wanted him deployed or recruited. It's his own fault. Yeah, it's his own fault for trying to defend the faction. How dare he be honourable and raise a retinue to defend the Toolmaker? How very dare he? You guys are fucking brutal. Where's the majority of their archers? They've actually got... okay, they've got 3 units of them there. 3 over there, 3 over there. Great. He put us in debt with his upkeep. He also prevented them taking this town a turn ago, if not 2. Right, you know what? Fuck it. fuck it. We are going to defend up here. We're just gonna box ourselves in. Oh, we haven't even got that many archers. Oh, that's just sad. Does he not even have a bow anymore? Doesn't look like it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. And if we grab the cav, which we have got a lot of, and position that up here, put it in a separate group. Let's do this. There's so much hate for Taisha Sir. He's not even Zhu Jun. I might get it if it was like, nah, fuck Zhu Jun, nobody likes him anyway. But it's like fucking Taisha Sir. It's like, oh, I will defend this faction. And everybody in it's just like, nobody wants you here anyway, you dickhead. Go die. Oh, they've got fire arrows. Fucking fantastic. Push out. Push out. Get their attention. Get their attention. Get their attention! Are they shooting at you? Somebody is. Those towers are gonna go. Put these guys back in where they were before. No! Stop it, you fuckers! You guys need to pull out. No! Out! Out! Why are they setting the trees they're hiding on fire? Or hiding in? Because they're stupid, that's why. Because they have shit aim and like to hit leaves. You know, maybe Shun Yu isn't so bad after all. You guys are brutal. Like, I don't know how else to say it. I feel like there's just no love for anyone who's trying to see this cause successful. Okay, Okay, yep, they're gonna go straight for the central point, I'm guessing.
长剑在手。剑兵数位。注意，入国讨贼。准备好冲锋了吗？起手就绪。
Okay, you guys have killed all of them. Just take yourselves over there.
时机已至。片甲不留。我要挖出你的心。
Oh, shit. Stay away from them. Big pointy sticks, lads. You don't want to get involved with that. Okay,
可悲的家伙，你根本不配活着！很快，挺住！诛灭敌军！骑兵听命，给我杀！
Oh, fuck. Well, that hasn't gone well.
准备，进攻！杀光敌军！向前进军！赶快行动！剑出鞘！
Run away! Run away! Preferably quicker than that. You might find that you are successful in the endeavour.
准备好冲锋了吗？骑兵听命！赶紧走！尽情厮杀！快走，快走！
Why the fuck is he not dead?
敌军！骑兵就绪！骑兵准备！杀光敌军！骑
What are
兵
you
上
doing?
马！杀！做好准备！
No, 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 not how that works.
马军准备，向前开进，做好准备，
Come on,
前
come
进
on.，
剑士准备，进军，赶快，速速前进，骑兵准备，
Kill,
杀呀！赶快行动，
kill,
骑兵就绪，进攻
kill, 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 kill.
不惜勇气，
No!
赶紧走，
Don't get caught.
向前开进，
No. Dicks.
骑兵听命，
Through the gap,
走
through the
加
gap.
速前进，准备拔剑，剑士听命，准备就绪，进军，弓箭准备，
Oh, fuck.
进军，
Avoid them, avoid them.
跑起来，尽情厮杀，起手就绪，时
Turn
机已
around,
至，
turn
骑兵
around,
上马，准备好冲锋了吗？杀！
kill them.
杀！
You know
马
what?
军准备，片甲
就这
不留，听命！骑兵听命！骑兵在此，骑兵注意，不要留情，
No, not
赶
both
快
of
前进
you, just
进
one.
攻！注意，赶 军听令。
Jesus Christ, try charging a bit quicker and maybe you'll do something. Well, they definitely didn't like being charged. You're fine, get them. You get her.
鼓起勇气，
You get them.
剑士听命，
You guys taking that?
待我号令。
Getting at the back of them.
骑兵就绪，动作快点，
Oh shit, no, keep fighting them. I didn't realise they were still there.
顽强不屈，
Charge them.
准备开战。行进，向前进军，大军准备，
Yes!
赶紧走。剑士准备，等我
Don't
命
worry
令。
about defending, just fucking kill them.
剑
What the fuck? Those crossbowmen are hard as nails. Get in there.
做好准备，
Get them.
做好准
Excellent.
备。
Over there. Why are they still alive?
向前开进，
For that matter, why are they still alive?
向前进军。
Oh my
骑兵准
god.
备
Come on, people.
准备好了，进军。听命。骑兵听命，
What are you doing?
骑兵听命。
Pretty sure that's not what I told you to do. Sorry guys, I know I'm not looking at the chat right now. This is not an easy battle to juggle. Oh, good job, you managed to get caught, like, not doing anything. That was smart, wasn't it?
尽情厮杀，赶快行动。
Right, excellent. You guys, up this way.
快走快走！
And you guys catch that bitch.
骑兵准备，离胜利又近了一步。
Fuck you!
起手就绪，
Kill!
听命，做好准备，挺住，扑灭敌军，
Never mind her, just kill the men.
不要留情。
Alright, let me catch up on the chat. Just wants the northern frontier to be seen as a shining beacon of hope for the rest of China, with an economy that is prospering, helping to encourage the rest of China to peacefully fall under the new banner, as bloodshed can be avoided if the right actions are implemented at the right time. Maybe he's worth the wages after all. That actually went a lot better than I planned. Planned? Planned? You guys' plan was to just let Taishitsu die! Taishitsu's plan was to fight. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Taishitsu, waste of money. Why didn't he just surrender the city and we'd have taken it? But no, Song Qian's got to be like, this is even better than I had planned.
马军准备，杀呀！准备好了，
The arrogance.
骑兵听令，
The arrogance. I'm pleased and disappointed at the same time. Wow. You guys are fucking evil. I planned for him to die. That's what you just said. I planned for him to die. Wow, we might even kill that dude here. Shoot him. Don't stop, kill stuff. Kill everything. Let none escape. Taishitsu even personally hunting down Quang Guan. Disappointed because Taishitsu survived. Disappointed that Taishitsu survived. You're talking about somebody on your team! Shinryu wants to implement a new religion called Power of the Towers, and the god is the Power Tower. Yeah, I think we already worship that religion, to be honest. Did he get him? Oh, where the fuck? Yeah, he did. He got Quang Guan.
做好准备。
Now return to the toolmaker, Taishitsu. And I believe maybe the towers got Wang Lei, Kuai Liang even. Yep, they did. Excellent. So we're just going to make sure we mop up as many of their troops as possible. Yeah, someone on our team that's expensive as fuck. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that Tai Yuan Toolmaker makes a lot of money, and if we'd lost it because Taishitsu didn't deploy, then you'd have less money. So how is it that you guys figure it's his fault that we have more land? How dare you defend us? I don't get it. He's literally just saved our bacon. And y'all are like, damn, I was hoping he'd die. Oh, so you cut down, mate. I don't think your buddy's gonna fare too much better either. And it's almost like you guys are assuming he's gonna keep his retinue raised. Now that the threat's destroyed, he will disband his retinue and his upkeep will return to the pool. Plus the upkeep or the income from the Tai Yuan Toolmaker that he just saved! Seven, 19. Wait a minute. We force marched because of his ass looking weak as fuck. Yeah, what a shame that he was actually a lot more competent than you gave him credit for. There's enough powerful faction members already. Taishitsu got himself thrown into the middle of the political mess that's occurring currently in the Zhongjiang faction. I'm feeling like I'm starting to see the political mess, Doomsday. I'm starting to feel like Lu Zhong and Song Chen are just like, if we decide we don't like you, then you leave. I feel like Kong Chen might be Chinese for Karen. Look at him, emerging mightily from the trees. Covered in blood. Blood that he wears for this faction. No, he's a Karen. Is a Kevin a thing? Is that like the male version of a Karen? I don't know how this meme stuff works. I'm too old for memes. Kevin is the male equivalent. Oh, okay. Well, there you go then. Song Chen. Pinyin for Kevin, clearly. I think we've got most of them, to be honest. I'm just going to claim victory at this point. That's what they did to me when they effectively banished me to Yanmen. There's 78 troops left in Kong Rong's, or in Kuai Liang's army. 78. Kuai Liang's dead. We've gained 905 copper in loot. Quang Guan was even captured. He gets released. That's even more money in the bank. And you know what? The retinue is going to get stood down anyway, so we might as well ransom them for even more money.
A
rebellion has sprung up in your territory. Up there. Right. What have we got? Zhongji. So, what have they got left? 2 turns before some of their troops coalesce. Is that what it is? Convalesce. Coalesce. That's different. That's elements, Tom. So they've got 2 strategists, Hu Yue Bao and Duan Anjing. Wow. I mean, fucking hell. At this point, Taishitsu can just finish them off. With a handy delegate. One of them's dead, an extra 690 copper in loot. Hu Yue Bao captured 57. Go away. Why not? Duan Anjing was killed in battle. And now that Kongrong's army has been driven off, Taishitsu can stand down his troops, and we're making money. Hooray! Alright, so Lu Zhong, Song Qian and Zhu Jun, the situation that you guys are in is Taiyuan Toolmaker is safe. There is a rebellion in Taiyuan, which at the minute is still pretty small. You guys are in the middle of the mountain valley. Yeah, that's a valley. That's a pass. That's a valley. Kongrong owns territory to the south, the west, and the southwest. Yeah, that's more or less where you guys are at. Let's go deal with the rebellion. Shunyu returns to scheming in Yanmen. Right. Sarah, do you want to force march into Taiyuan for this turn? Or do you want to like do a standard march towards? Let me know. Right. Yue Jin with Lu Zhe and Chung Rui Lan. They're going to take Dai back. There's not much we can do about it. Gotta go fast! Alright, Lu Zheng's gonna march her army back to Taiyuan. Can we afford to lower the taxes? Yeah, we can actually lower them to there and still be positive. To be honest, we can lower them back to there and we only lose 200 copper per turn, which is not a lot right now, given that we've got 3k. So we'll do that, which will hope... Yeah, that pretty much means almost every city is back into positive public order. So, problem solved. And that looks like it's going to be the turn. There's not really much else we can do. Oh no, we can. Shunyu's back from his assignment, so we can make Shunyu the administrator of Yanmen officially now. So he will personally give minus 8% construction cost, plus 2,000 pop growth, plus 10% income from all sources, and plus 15% income from industry. There we go. Shunyu officially the administrator of Yanmen. And we once again have an assignment free. with only one person free that can go on it, which is Shu Rao. Taiyuan needs a city upgrade shortly. Oh yeah, when we've got enough excess money, we'll do that. Yeah, that's going to be everything we can get done, I think. Yeah, they're going to take Dai, but that's fine. We can't really resist that. Oh, hello. They have two armies up there.
双方都不堪战争重负。
Oh! Kong Rong will make peace with us for 3,162 copper. Council, assemble! Shun Yu needs to take care of Yanme and I can handle looking after Tai Yuan. Oh dear. Song Chen and Shun Yu going at it again. Tributary or death? Something tells me he's not going to accept tributary. Go to hell, Chancellor. Oh my god. Kiss my ass, Administrator. Ah, what's happening? I'll take a look. I'll see if he would. No, he wouldn't. Let's beat him back a little more. So Lu Zhong, who probably has the biggest weight on this, given that she's in command of the army opposing him, thinks that we should beat him back a bit more, see if we can get him down to tribute. I'm not seeing any opinions from anybody else, just my Chancellor and my Administrator sending each other letters of fury and scorn. If need be, we can request help from Yuan Shu to go against Kong Rong. I'm with my wife. Okay. No, Kong Rong. Lu Zhong and Song Qian have decided that they do not accept your terms.
你的人口众多，当务之急是收获粮食，可以。
Remain hungry. A swordsman in your realm is known to be unbeatable, and you've enjoyed many evenings watching him defeat challengers in fighting matches. However, one evening he is challenged by a peasant armed with a simple homemade bamboo staff in place of a sword. The warrior scoffs, but the peasant's fighting style is unknown to him, and he is soon laid low by the deft movement of the staff. You contemplate this and conclude that flexibility is the greatest weapon against chaos, and it is time you yourself studied a new skill. We've gained another Discourses of the States ancillary. And Taishutsu is back in the capital. Zhongzhang has gained the energetic trait, and Taishutsu, rather appropriately, has gained the creative trait. Cool. That's a problem.
不行，
That's an exceptionally large problem. Now, I don't believe that we have the ability to night attack now that we've lost Lu Zhong. If Yin Li had composure, we'd be able to do it. It doesn't actually look like champions can get a skill that does it. I think composure is the only one. So That's a problem. Take the money, and you can administer the economy as well as you can wipe your ass, but you got a wife for that. What? A wife who is the heir of the faction. Consider your words carefully, administrator. Right. Well, I'm guessing that you want to attack the rebels, and it's a ridiculously biased fight. So, yeah, we outnumber them by 2,500. There's really no point in fighting it. Zhong just chopping people. What do you want to do with your captured troops, Lu Zhong? Ransom. Okie doke. And then you've still got quite a bit of movement left, so where is it that you would like to move to or towards? Song Chen has also gained a rank. David, Song Chen has leveled up. He is a 39-year-old sentinel with a lookout background. He is a finance advisor in terms of title. He is, of course, the Chancellor as well. Level 4 sentinel, who is deceitful, incompetent, direct, intimidating, and philanthropic. And you have 4 options: composure, tenacity of steel, intensity, or understanding. What do they offer? Okay. Composure, which don't take this purely for this because Lu Zhong already has it, is +8 cunning, enables fire arrows for your retinue, none of whom have bows, and enables night battles for the entire army, which Lu Zhong already does. Tenacity of steel gives you a passive buff, which essentially means the longer you're in combat, the harder you are to damage, basically. Intensity, which gives... that also gives you +4 expertise and +4 resolve. Intensity gives you +8 instinct, enables mighty knockback, which causes extra damage when knocking back enemies, and gives your retinue +25 charge speed. And then understanding gives +8 expertise, unlocks the assignment industrial exploitation, and gives +1 starting rank for all recruits faction-wide if you are the Prime Minister, heir, or faction leader, which you are not. Wait, he's incompetent and you let him manage the economy? Lu Zhong suggested him. Tenacity of steel. Tenacity of steel. Cool. I need to know where Lu Zhong wants to go. Yo Yu was killed in battle against us, the Yellow Turban Rebel. This is a problem. Zhong's 33, Chugong is 42, Yin Li is 45. He's the oldest guy in the faction, if I remember rightly. Lu Zhong, are you there? What are your orders? Aha! Zhongzhang receives a letter with the correspondence between Song Chen, Shun Yu and Lu Zhong. along with a small handwritten note letting her know to do with the information as she thinks best, if anything at all. Lu Jung finishes by wishing Zhongjiang good health. Aww, my sister's so nice. I shall write back to my sister, informing her that the situation in the east is tenuous at best. Gongsun-zan has summoned a great host against us, and we have lost Dai to that host. Issues in the Tai Mountains should be determined by the Chancellor and the commander of the army in the Tai Mountains, and that she trusts Lu Jung will do what is best for the faction. Zhongjiang receives a letter from Ju Jun. It's a picture of Dick Butt. Excellent. I love playing with fire as Shun Yu, as he can't get burnt, as he's in the worst position he can possibly be already. That isn't entirely true, because he could be kicked out of the faction. It's not something I've ever done more than once or twice in the past, but if we're role-playing it makes a lot of sense. I do need to know where Lu Jung's going, though. I don't think Zhongjiang's going anywhere, because if we advance we're going to get fucking destroyed.
沟通有误。
万万不可！
Wait, can we move after we pick the reform? Yes, we can pick the reform at any point. I just usually pick it at the end of the turn. Kick him out of the faction is certainly an option, but another option is simply relieve him of his administrator role. As you have been told, if that is what you wish to do, you've basically been given the authority for the western half of our faction is now almost entirely with Song Qian and Lu Jung, as per Zhongjiang's own instructions. Don't worry, Tyler, it's fine. Nobody likes Ju Jun anyway, so it's pretty in character. The unfortunate events is bleeding away, so his satisfaction's on its way back up slowly. What are we doing, guys? You have an army, you have most of your movement left.
百目之中，阴阳平衡。
Also, whatever she just said.
准备行
How
动。
old is Lu Jung? She's 40 years old. Can't really afford to just give people titles that don't need them. You'd be surprised how many characters end up stuck in court until they pass away. When me and Tom played He Yi, we had way too many of those. We did indeed. Many of the original crew actually spent their entire lives just not being deployed. Honey, I need to know what Lu Jung wants to do. You have movement points left. Where are you going? I demand satisfaction. If I don't see 3 dots and they don't pertain to orders, I'm ending the turn. Or I'm picking the reform and ending the turn. In fact, I'll go pick the reform now. Husband. Oh, there we go. Okay. Husband, what is your advice? We could go help my sister in the north, or go down to face Kong Rong. Let's go fuck up. You're not her husband. Shush. What's this? Satisfaction for the commanders that we don't have, but better than that, minus 20% character salary. That actually might do us. How much do we pay on character salary? Can we see that? 1700. Interestingly enough, Song Chen gets paid the most salary. Taishutsu and Garning get paid the least. 20% of 1700. Well, wait a minute, hang on. No, yeah. So 10% of that would be 175. Doubled is what, 340 we'd get back? Fuck it, I'm doing that. If I might be really bad at maths and that might not be what we get back, but I think that would actually put us into a positive. So we're going to try grabbing Principles of Intimidation. Fear will keep the local administrators in line. Fear of this government. That's a corrected Star Wars quote. How have I never seen that before? That's Grand Moff Tarkin talking about the Death Star. Excellent. Boff. And it did indeed, well, not much, but it put us into the positive. I probably get paid the most because of the Chancellorship. Yeah, I think you do. We have a fight down south we need to watch. We risk the entire Western Front if we go to the east. While your suggestion is duly noted and I appreciate your dedication to your Bandit Queen, I think we would serve her best to the south. Okie-do. In that case, I'm going to move Lu Zhong to the max of her standard movement to the south. I'm going to leave it at standard because she does have recovering to do. Not a lot of it, but some. I'm not going to force march her because she can't do that if she's force marched. Right. Currently all of our settlements are positive public order. And we have 2,500 copper. We're not making much, but we have got money to spend. Shunyu writes a private correspondence to Ju Jun, recognizing his current uninfluential position and encouraging him to make the best of the situation he is in, making sure that the correspondence makes its way to Lu Zhong's hands. Wait, what? Make the best of the situation he is in, making sure that the correspondence makes its way to Lu Zhong's hands before it arrives to Ju Jun? What on earth are you doing, Shunyu? Alright, I don't... Right, we could potentially build some stuff. But I don't... This, yeah, I can't build anything. Zhongjiang can't build anything because she's not close enough, apart from Yanmen Lumberyard, which is not worth upgrading because they're probably going to take it. Shunyu is fucking up, that's what he's doing. Okay, well, that seems like it's going to be the end of the turn. It is spring, so we'll do a save. Excellent. Future correspondences will make it all make sense. Jujun flips the table and uses the letter as toilet paper. Or, well, just flips the table. Starting to think that Jujun may be chemically imbalanced. It's a theory, but it's one I'm fairly confident in. Liu Bei wants to have a military access agreement if we give him a devious attendant. Why would anyone ask for somebody else's devious attendant? Your attendant seems particularly devious. Could you allow them to serve me? Yes, that's kind of what they're there for. I still read that as Yemen whenever you quickly move away from it. I'm not really in the habit of giving things away. And I don't know how much we really want military access through Liu Bei's land, so... No. I'm not seeing any dots. I don't think anybody's putting an opinion in, so... Wait a minute. Yes, a temporary promise of a non-aggression pact with Liu Bei is worth it considering what position we're currently in. Okay. Lu Zhong thinks it's a good idea. My sister may not be wrong. It would upset Yuan Shu, among others. But I will trust my sister's judgment. Yep, Yuan advancing on the lumberyard. And Zhang Yan is on his way down the river. Reformed bandit. Our patrols have captured a group of bandits operating nearby. One of their number, claiming to have found the error of their ways, has asked to join our esteemed faction. I've never seen this event before. Huh. Can we... No, we can't see Gan Ning's traits, unfortunately. I don't know. What do we think, Council? Has anybody got any thoughts on this? Local hero gives us 5 turns of +10 public order in the local commandery. All of our public order is trending upwards anyway, so it would only make it trend upwards quicker. Release them, I would hire them, but our economy isn't up to par. Release. Execute. From Shun Yu. Well, the army commander and the chancellor, who are both in the area, have said release, so they're getting released. So apparently if you send people on that assignment, which is unique to this faction, there's a chance you can recruit bandits. Zhong Jiang and Yin Li have become friends. Hey! Li Ru. I'm not gonna buy him, calm your pash, but still, it's Li Ru. Hire them if it's not too expensive. We are bandits and look at where we are now. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that Lu Zhong's wrong to say that we're not financially in a position. Could we have done it? Yes, because their salary would have been 100, so we'd have been at positive 97, and it would have only cost us 200 to get them, so we'd have been at 2,500. It's a lot cheaper than paying 1,000 for somebody who might have a higher salary than that, but we're not in a perfect position. I need to know what Lu Zhong's next orders are. Okay, Zhongzhang's going to position herself there and see if we can pull Dongli Shanrui into a fight. Unfortunately, it seems like Yanmen Lumberyard is going to fall to Yuerjin. There's not a lot we can do about it. I'd like to go to the southmost camp of ours. Well, if by camp you mean settlement, then that would be Taiyuan Toolmaker. If you mean you would like to make camp as far south as our territory goes, that's probably this pass here, which leads down to Hedong. Head towards the toolmaker. You easily make the toolmaker. Yep, oh, okay. You can't get much further, but you can certainly get to the toolmaker. Right. Still got a few people that are a little bit miffed. We've still got buildings that could be built. We still got a spy that we can send, but I don't think we want to do that. Changyan is down there on the river. That's looking like it's going to be the end of the turn. Could you take Tai Yuan's buildings? Yes. So we can upgrade the Drifter Workforce Camp or the Land Registry Office. And the Land Registry Office has two options, one of which makes less food but more money. The other one that makes... basically just puts an extra 1 food on and an extra 20 income from peasantry, which with Tai Yuan's boost would be like an extra 40 something, 41, 42 maybe, because it's got a plus 105%. Land register, we need the food, so I need to ask, but I feel like I don't need to ask. Food trader or irrigated farms? I mean, you've already said we need the food, so you mean irrigated farms, don't you? Shun Yu still recommends saving the treasury for the future city upgrade. After reading the correspondence from Shun Yu, Song Qian advises his wife that Shun Yu is to be removed from administrator of Yanmen. He is to be kept off council. Is that something you're doing, David, or something you're discussing doing? Because I kinda can't tell. But I'm going to end the turn for this turn. Excellent. Not sure why I said excellent, because this might not have been the best of plans. Tian Kai's not great in duels. Neither is Chun Rong. She's a strategist anyway. They've got 5 units of archers, 3 cav, a stackload of G militia. They have a river behind them, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of. But we're going to fight this. They outnumber us by 600. But I think we can win it. And it's kind of what I wanted them to do, so... These guys have actually got a lot of health. Okay, he hasn't, but Tian Kai does. No, they don't. What was I talking about? Okay, fine. Let's go fight this. No, I meant to say if. If Shun Yu is meant to be removed. Okay, yeah. Lu Zheng overrules Shun Yu's recommendation, deciding to feed the people in the here and now. Chu Gong wants at him. Alright. Let's get this formation built. Hello, tree. Yeah, no. 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 That'll do. Actually, that's probably a much quicker way of doing it. Why have I never done it that way before? What an idiot. There we go, right. Archers. Second line. Spear guard. Flanks. Hidden axes. You guys will be up that way.
准备就绪，
Cavalry back there.
顽强不屈。
Zhongzhang,
听命，
Yinli,
注意，
and Qugong. Start battle. Bring it! Okay, it looks to me like all of their cavalry is on the right flank.
准备开战，推进，
So we're going to move the spear guards to the right flank and have our cavalry cover the left flank just in case they switch at the last possible second. Even though I highly doubt that they will. In fact, we'll put the cavalry more central so they can cover the left, but they can also go right. Nobody wants to duel Zhongzhang. Apparently Tian Kai would accept a duel with Qugong
准备好了，
if he was in range, and both of their commanders would accept a duel with Yinli, which is probably not a smart plan, given he's got less health and does garbage damage. But Qugong should be able to win a duel with Tian Kai.
挺住，
Zhongzhang's going to order Yinli to go and oversee defending against the cavalry. Think any will fight me, I'll take them. I'm letting them get close enough first, mate, rather than have you charge across the field. But yes, I will put you in a duel with Tian Kai.
鼓起勇气，
There we go. Let's let him get a bit closer still. So, because the duel will be roughly in between, so the duel's going to be about there. Go!
许你首级，
Qugong has challenged for combat. I'm not liking that that bar already shows him doing better than us.
准备就绪，赶快行动，做好准备，向前
Shit,
开进，
shit, shit.
赶快前进，
No, no.
你
Oh,
的毁
balls.
灭
That hasn't
将
gone
让
well
我
at
喜
all.
不自禁。住口！
That went really, really badly. Right,
骑兵
cavalry, that way.
步兵
You guys, that
友
way.
军正在遭受
You
攻击，
That way.
前进，在
Zhongzhang, dismount. Qugong. I cannot do anything to boost Qugong in this duel, and Tian Kai is actually looking like he's a lot stronger than he
做好
appeared.
准备，冲啊！
战斗会让你
He's
厌
probably
烦吗？
their strategist
若
probably
是
doing a
仅
bit
凭
of
三言
debuffing,
两
to be
语
fair.
便可免除刀兵，倒也罢了。敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈，尽情厮杀！
杀！
Maybe. Oh, this is actually a lot closer than I thought, but I think Qugong's
上
got
吧
it.
尽可做得更好。
Yeah, I feel like he's got it. Nope. Come on. It should be that the next sequence, this one, is... No, maybe not. Oh! Qugong wins.
有趣啊！你又能鼓唇弄舌，又懂战场厮杀，
Okay.
准备好冲锋了吗？
时
You
机
guys
已至。
probably didn't need to chase them all the way over there, just so
步
you're
兵听
aware.
命，尽情厮杀！
Archers are out of ammunition. Throw them into the fight.
感受大地的愤怒吧！
Oh dear.
准备，不要留情！
We watched
敌
the
军仓
duel
皇逃窜
and，instead of...
一群懦夫！
Oh, how have you got ammo left?
停！进军，随意射击！
Why didn't you get back on your horse after the duel, you moron?
骑兵注意！
逃兵，来我身边，
Honestly, Ryan.
向前开进。在，
Get on the horse.
杀！
挺住！矢时已尽，拔剑杀敌！
Sundome MGX, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. How's your Monday going? Welcome to the stream. No, 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 no. G Militia behind you.
鼓起勇气，
鼓起勇气！注意，感受大地的愤怒吧！
哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃，鼓起勇气，刀斧准备，
Just have Yinli dismount his horse and start participating.
刀斧准备，
勇士在此，
And we can start trying to envelop the right
准备
flank.
好了，
做好准备，杀光敌军！
诛灭敌军。
I don't know
敌
what you
军
guys
四
are
散而
doing.
逃，到底
Completely
是
honest.
无胆鼠辈。杀！
You get them.
快
You
快
guys
快！
try and get her.
冲啊！射手在
You
此，
guys throw yourselves back into the fight.
时机已至，
We're not actually looking that great on the front line, to be
Sorry.
completely honest.
步兵在此，
时机已至，
杀！
动作快点！杀光敌军！杀光敌军！
Zhangjiang's like soloing a cavalry
我军士
detachment
兵
right
正
now.
在四散而逃。挺住！
Might as well keep Zhugong fighting them,
弓
because
箭准备，
otherwise they'll just turn around and
不要
fight
留
us
情。
again.
步兵听命，天下不留！
剑士听命，尽情厮杀！
弓箭准备，进攻！
我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真
Oh my
懦夫
god.
也！
准备武器，
Could you guys get him, please? What? How much health has he got? Oh, because he's still got 27,000 health, that's why. Okay, what's he... He's unbreakable. Oh, he's got fallen friend. Yeah, maybe not, actually. How much armor's he got? 20%. So he would negate 200 of that, so that's like 1.7, 5.2k damage, basically. Whereas he would do... not a massive amount. I feel like this is really, really risky. But part of me wants to accept. I feel like Zhangjiang should win. What happened to our cav? Fuck if I know. They're doing something. Oh, they're chasing people way over here. Which is not remotely helpful. I'm going to accept this duel, I think, which might be a really bad idea, but I'm doing it.
敌将向我军将领发起斗将，准备就绪。
赶快杀！
Are they both off their horses? Is he on a horse? Nope, they're both off. So they're literally having to sprint at each other across the battlefield.
在，感受大地的愤怒吧！
He's got a fucking shitload. Actually, she might lose. I don't know how that's possible, but she might.
准备就绪。
活着才能取胜，必须要让我方将领撤退。
Oh my god. It's literally like it could go either way.
将领不幸阵亡，守住阵线。
He just cut down the Bandit Queen. Where's Chu Gong at? Oh, he's fucking miles away.
前进，进攻！勇士，快跑！尽情厮杀！步兵听令！杀！加速
Well,
前进！
shit. She could be dead though, because it was still a duel.
加快速度！我
Wounds
军士
don't
卒
always
仓皇
count
逃
in a
命，
duel.
这乃丧家之犬！
Yin Li's not doing well either. Oh, he's been chased off.
准备开战，做好准备！
What the fuck? She got him down to 6,000 health, or at least close to that. Jesus Christ.
步兵听令，做好准备！
This is a fucking massacre.
马军准备！我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真懦夫也！
No, legendary character doesn't count all the time in a duel, mate. Like, they can actually be killed in duels. And we just lost the battle, which doesn't help.
顽强不屈！护国讨贼，准备开战！杀呀！做好准备！
Demand vengeance. I'm trying to get you vengeance, but your horse is tired and you're fucking miles away.
砍翻
You
他
could
们！
go for Chun Rong, which is the guy that actually cut her down.
准备武器，片甲不留。
I don't even know if you'll catch him, to be fair.
虎兵待命，我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真懦夫也！
Chu Gong is riding down Chun Rong.
敌将受首，
Well,
贼
Chun
众溃不
Rong's
成
down.
军。看来他们也就这点本事。行进，举起长矛。
Oh my god, our cavalry retreated from this fight. Are you serious?
刀斧准备，
Get him. Thank you.
杀光敌军。注意，杀！
Shit. Chugong charged in and our guys ran away. That's not the way that was supposed to work. I don't think you're going to get very far, Ryan, so you're going to have to start fighting, I think. Looks like he's retreating. No, he's not yet. They're still fighting over there. Oh my god. Oh, Chugong was downed. Wow. Let's see what the damage is. Jesus Christ, that did not go well. Chugong is dead. She's not. Ryan, Chugong has fallen. Holy shit. The Bandit Queen is alive, at least for now. I think there's a chance they'll capture her and they could execute her. Same with Yin Li. But they, in terms of the actual battle, the only one that fell was Chugong. Yeah, we're not fighting that. So she's legged it back because she's bloodied as well. Holy hell. Wow. We need to replace Chugong, and we have two choices because there's only two people that aren't currently doing anything. Taishitsu or Shu Rao. We can either keep Chugong's retinue or we can bring in whatever retinue they bring with them. What does everybody think on the two choices? I mean, there's other characters in the faction, Ryan. It's just these are the only ones that aren't doing anything that can therefore replace you. Because we've got Gan Ning as well. Although he might be the only other person. Everybody seems to think Taishitsu is the best choice to replace. But do we bring Taishitsu's retinue, which don't look at the numbers because this retinue will need to reform and these ones do anyway. But he's got 2 actual archer units, which we can't even recruit. He's got 2 G infantry, which is not G militia, and he's got 2 lance cavalry. Whereas Chugong's current retinue is 2 archer militia, 2 spear guards, and 2 saber militia. Although, if we uncheck that, yeah, we could only do it if we replaced Chugong's retinue, because we can't afford to recruit anybody else's retinue right now. Because we don't have to pay for the retinue because he's replacing the one we've already got. I think Taishitsu is the better choice in terms of general for general, but if it means losing Taishitsu's retinue, I'm tempted to give it to Shu Rao so she inherits Chugong's retinue. Because if we don't pass his retinue to somebody, it will disappear, right? But if we give it to her, she's currently got a retinue of 2 archer militia. She'd actually get 2 archer militia at level 6 from Chugong, plus 4 other units. Whereas if we did it with Taishatsu, we lose 2 archers that we can't recruit yet, 2 G infantry that we can't recruit yet, and 2 lance cavalry that we can't recruit yet. Yeah, I'm thinking Shu Rao as well. At least for the replacing of the retinue, we can always swap her out for Taishatsu at a later point. So I'm gonna go with Shu Rao replaces him. Yin Li was released. So they did actually capture Yin Li. At 43 years old, Chu Gong has fallen in battle. This general has died carrying out their duty. There are few deaths as noble, and the loved ones left to mourn take solace and feel pride in knowing their passing was in the service of a greater good. Shu Rao has been appointed. Zhong Zhang is ready for duty. Should she not be in the army? She is in the army. Okay. We're going to put her back as the general. Yin Li gets promoted to captain because Shu Rao is going to be coming in as a lieutenant. Right. We gained a wooden fish ancillary apparently. And, oh, well, I mean, yes, he would be maimed because that usually does contribute towards death. Interestingly enough. Right, we're gonna have Zhong Zhang's force withdraw. She's vulnerable for 2 turns. We'll withdraw to Zhongshan. Lu Zhong still has movement left. Can you be a pirate now, Ryan? Yep. Are you wanting to take Gan Ning as your sponsor? The Pirate of the Bells, 31-year-old, level 5 Vanguard. How many did Chu Gong in that battle? Do you mean how many did he kill? If you'd have asked me earlier when we had the screens, I probably could have checked, but I don't know. He killed a fair fucking few, though. Alright, Ryan, our first casualty of the campaign is Chu Gong, and Ryan is going to choose to move his sponsorship to Gan Ning, the Pirate of the Bells, who is currently on an assignment, but I don't think he's on it for very long. What about the Lords? I don't know if we killed any of their lords, to be perfectly honest. No. Really? Tian Kai was definitely legendary. Chun Rong isn't now, and it doesn't look like his stats were close enough that he was, but yet he's wounded, so I don't know. Dongli Shanrui is fine. Alright. So Ryan's going to move his sponsorship to Gan Ning. And I think once we know what Lu Zhong's move is and we make that move, that we're going to end the stream on this turn. So we will end the stream mourning Chu Gong's death. Hope my boys guard them. I don't know if we can tell. Tian Kai is maimed, but I feel like who fought Tian Kai? Oh, that was you as well, wasn't it? You duelled him. So you maimed Tian Kai and you took out one of Chun Rong's eyes. So, I mean, Chu Gong definitely leaving his mark. Lu Zhong sends scouts down to check on Kong Rong. Okay. What does that mean? That you want to advance? Because how are you sending scouts down? Yeah, you maimed one and took the eye of the other. Okay, I know you want information, but how? Are you moving the whole army, or... Show me his settlements, tell me what we can see. Oh, okay. So he's got Hedong, which is right here on the edge of the river on our bank. Zhongyan is coming down the river towards it. He's probably a turn or two away. He's got Anping farmland. Oh, sorry, no, Anding farmland in the west. He's got Chang'an down here, which is on the other side of the river. We know he's probably got land over this way somewhere as well. But in terms of what we can see, it's just those three settlements and Zhang Yan's army. Oh, okay, hang on. The entire town of Yanmen mourns the death of Chu Gong, a true companion and servant of the Bandit Queen and the great faction being carved out in the north. Unless my husband or my lieutenant protests and have a compelling argument, I want to move the army to the other valley, heading down towards Hedong. Song Chen trusts his wife's decision. Is Tyler still about?
不，
绝不动摇。
Don't know, he's not saying much. We are, like, when we ended the last stream and we had, like, minus money and minus food, but we still had, like, a sizable treasury and, you know, the situation with the two armies opposing on either side, I genuinely wasn't very worried. I am worried this time. We have two Gongsun-Zan armies, one of which is untouched, and our army up here has been bloodied to shit. And then we've got Zhang Yan down here. We're not making enough progress right now. If we stay where we're at, like, we need to push more aggressively. We need to be looting settlements. We need to be winning battles. Like, there's a very real chance that we could lose this on day 5. Tyler isn't in the viewer list. Okay, in that case we'll just move Lu Zhong. Standard move down this pass towards the other valley.
深思熟虑。
There we go. Right. We are going to save it here, guys. Once news reaches Lu Zhong of the death of Zheng Zhang's captain, she will have to consider whether or not to march up north to support her sister after all. But news hasn't arrived yet. I respect that. I respect the hell out of giving it time before stuff happens. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we're in a precarious position now. I'm not massively threatened by Kong Rong. But this is something for especially Sarah, but everybody to consider. If Lu Zhong turns around and comes north to help Zheng Zhang against Gongsun-Zan, then I'm threatened by Kong Rong because Zhang Yan is unopposed. But if Lu Zhong doesn't come north and pushes south, then there's basically not a lot Zheng Zhang can do to stop Yue Jin, at least not immediately. She could potentially recover her troops and try and pin him into a fight and beat him, and then maybe like try and keep him separate from Dongli Shanrui. But it's one of those where in in day 5, when we have the next session, we need to manage this front really carefully so that we either get 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 and not 1-on-2. And then, depending on what Lu Zheng's decisions are, if she comes this way, we need to beat these guys down as quickly as possible, and then potentially have Lu Zheng turn around and go back towards the south, and or Zhongjiang go to south. Who doesn't matter, but one of the armies go back south and the other one push east again. Or if Lu Zheng pushes south, that may be enough. It may be fine, but she's going to need to make rapid progress. Like, we're going to need money in the bank so that we can potentially raise new retinues, raise a new army even, and it's going to need to be enough money, because we're going to need to go into negative income to do that. We're going to need to have enough money that the negative income isn't a problem. We need to backstab our way through clever diplomacy to isolate our enemies and focus our forces. If they march on Yanmen, I can slow him down. You might even die, Doomsday. If he comes to Yanmen, you're in there. You're an administrator, so you're part of the garrison. If we look at Yanmen's garrison, there is Shun Yu. So, yeah, we're in a precarious spot for next time, guys. But I have had a blast playing. I hope you guys have had a good time too. Ryan, I do apologise that Chu Gong has fallen, but I think he died suitably epically. Last man on the battlefield, chopping down swaths of enemies. And to be perfectly honest, you could do a lot worse than moving your sponsorship to Garning. So I think, provided we manage to keep Garning, you will probably enjoy Garning even more. Chu Gong is one of those characters where he can be pretty powerful, but he starts from the bottom. You need to give him better weapons, and when we're role-playing, you know, I don't want to just give people amazing weapons if we've got them. Like, I want them to earn rewards, basically. But Garning actually starts with Twin Martial G, which is a silver weapon. So, and he's got his own armor. He's got a bow apparently as well. So he's going to be pretty solid for you. I think you're going to enjoy sponsoring him. When is the land register getting updated? It should be already. No, 3 turns. Jujun still doesn't have a full retinue either, so if we begin to build up some money we can fill that too and make it stronger. Yes, but odds are we won't have time. Also yes, lay me to rest in my rice paddy. That is unreasonably sad. It is. I am like. Okay, just before we end the stream, it's, if anybody's come into this like stream and anybody's like sponsored an officer thinking you are going to survive to the end, you are all wrong, because it's just not possible to win this game with the OG characters. It runs too long. Look at the size of China. We are not even into this stuff yet. Like, we're still struggling to get a foothold up here. So, no matter what, at some point, even if it's of old age, Zhongjiang will die, Lu Zheng will die, Yin Li will die, Song Chen will die, Shun Yu will die. All of these guys will be dead by the end of the campaign. So if anybody thought that they were sponsoring officer and it was going to be for life, no. But it is still really, really sad to me that Chu Gong's dead, especially after the previous Zhongjiang campaign that I scrapped, because in that one Chu Gong was like Zhongjiang's right hand man. Like, he did what Tai Shi Tse did in this campaign and raised a force to defend. I actually think it was either Yanmen or Tai Yuan. Like, he raised a small force, put himself in there with another officer, and like using towers and duels, like they beat the enemy. Then they marched round here and protected the iron mine, because I couldn't afford 2 armies, and the other one was in the west instead of the east. The enemy attacked, Chu Gong saw them off, and then we finally either raised a second army or brought the other army back across, and I recalled Chu Gong's retinue because he was done, and he died of old age literally the turn after I recalled him. So basically Chu Gong in the previous campaign like defended us when we needed it, and then when he was sent home with his duty done, died peacefully, I guess, in his bed. And I think almost as suitably, Ryan's Chugong in this campaign died refusing to run away, refusing to be captured, refusing to go down, just chopping down enemies, and unfortunately had to give his life to do so. But I think, like, Chugong, as far as I'm aware, is not even a character in the novel. It's just an it's a pre-written character that CA have built for Zhongjiang's starting position. But I don't know him. I don't know who he is. The only way I know Chugong is through this game, and I've now had 2 campaigns with Zhongjiang where Chugong has been an absolute boss. My soul will strengthen the harvests for many years to come. Ryan, I am sorry that Chugong's dead, but I hope that you are satisfied with how he went. Some of these guys are going to die of old age, like having achieved barely anything. Chugong will definitely be remembered. I'm probably going to add like a section to the sponsored officers for like fallen sponsored officers as well. And Chugong will be, of course, the first one on there. But for the time being, guys, that's going to be it. There will not be a Total War Wednesday this week because I absolutely have to be in Colchester on Wednesday. I've got to sign paperwork for my new house, or my new room in a house, on Thursday. So there's no Total War Wednesday this week. There will also not be a Thursday stream because, again, still down there. I'm pretty sure there won't be any Saturday or Sunday streams because my best mate asked if I want to go watch hockey on Sunday night. So I was planning on coming home Friday, but I'm probably going to extend it to Monday. However, it is my plan to travel home on Monday, or travel back up here on Monday. So therefore there should be a More War Monday next week. If that changes, I will let you know. But otherwise it's going to be another week, just 1 week, straight to the next Monday, before we get to do day 5 of Zhongjiang. I'm not... No, you know what? I am going to look if there's somewhere I can raid, because we've got quite a respectable little audience here. So if you guys just want to stick around for an extra second, I will find somewhere to send you. You know, I'm going to send you guys to the Rebel King. He's currently doing a Total War Rome 2 Alexander Divide et Impera Legendary campaign. He's a really cool dude. Very, very good Total War player. He's a better Total War player than me. It's not roleplay, unfortunately. I do apologise for that. But if you are going to stick around for the raid, please do stick around just a little while once you're in. 2 to 5 minutes at your own discretion. If you like what you see, give Rebel King a follow. And if you don't, just slink away. It's perfectly fine. I'm going to let you guys hang out with Rebel King for a little bit. I will see you all next week for more War Monday, where we'll be doing day 5 of our Zhongjiang roleplay campaign. Sponsor and officer still in effect. Thank you guys so much. Much love. For the time being, it's going to be War Dog out.